Hey guys, what's going on? Marcus Pagan here, National Sales Trainer for Mortgage Protection. Just jumping on a quick video today to go over a couple different things that I'm doing that's working through this quarantine phase of this pandemic. If you see a lot of my posts, it relates back to me doing a lot of my closing via Zoom chat. So I figured it would be a great opportunity to take 4 to 5 minutes. Let me run through my setup, how it's actually how I actually use it, and how it's actually benefiting me to do these actual mortgage protection appointments while at home. So typically speaking, I'm a true face-to-face agent. This is all new to me the last, 14 to 21 days or so. And having some real good success with it. And it's really the same process, except that we're just transitioning it to more of a remote or video conference platform. So I'm going to talk about a couple different things. Some of the keys is one is having a really good webcam. So this is a Logitech, I believe it's a 922 or 930E. It's one of the 1080p models. It's like 70, 80 bucks. I ended up picking that up from Best Buy well before this all this stuff happened, just so I do a lot of the team chats the same exact way. So first step would definitely be investing into a quality webcam. As well as you can see right here, I have two different monitors running through my laptop. So everything runs through this guy, but I gave myself two extra screens to be able to kind of spread some stuff out to, one, keep me organized, but two, having things separate. So what I'm showing the client, I can also have something else on the actual back burner working as well, without having to share my whole entire desktop so they can see all the crazy files and mess and so forth. So and last but not least, headset. Having some type of headset rather than the Apple headphones. Like I said, you could do the Beats Pro or the AirPods. I own both of those. For what I'm actually doing, I think the wired headset just sounds a little bit better. And I'm not going to allow that Bluetooth interference between all my different devices trying to connect to it at the same exact time. So this works a little bit easier, especially if I'm having to hop from a Zoom chat to a phone call. If the client's having any type of troubles getting onto the web chat, we might just talk via the phone line itself, but she's still able to see my actual screen. So having the ability to unplug as well as a button to mute, very, very helpful. So this is just a $25 Xbox headset. Works extremely well. I mean, any type of Xbox headsets or Logitechs, Blue Parrots, whatever you want to use, you can definitely do it. I mean, they range anywhere between 25 bucks all the way up to about 100 to 170. It all just depends on the quality and style you're actually looking for. But for what I was using, like I said, I already had these here, and it actually just works out perfect. Clients can hear me clear, as well as it has a nice little volume knob inside the back, so I can adjust how loud it actually is on my end of it. But with that being said, so those would be some of the three main things to look at. It's one, webcam, that's a decent quality. Some type of extra screen just to be able to spread out your PC, whether it be a laptop, desktop. Even if you have a small 32-inch TV screen on your actual desk to kind of give yourself some more space to work with, anything would definitely make a do. And then last but not least, like I said, some type of good quality headset so your client can hear you clear, as well as you're not stuck holding a phone or having Bluetooth issues and so forth. So moving forward, I want to talk about a couple things. So why Zoom chat? So first things first, let's share this other screen. So you see my screen on my left. So this shows my calendar. One of the awesome things I love about Google Calendar is the ability, for example, to add a meeting directly to it. So I use Zoom. You could use Google Hangouts. I actually paid for the pro version of Zoom just to give myself some more flexibility. But to be able to, if I were to add an actual event, to be on the spot, to be able to add guests, so I can put people's information. If I'm adding conferencing, it'll automatically set up the conference number, as well as when you add guests, it allows them to put their email address in to send them an automatic email invite to that actual meeting. So in doing that, what I end up doing is they get the email out of my Google Calendar account, but I also send them a text message from my phone and my direct cell phone of the Zoom chat invite. So that way, just in case they don't check their emails, they're at least gonna get a text message as well. And when I do go to call them, if there's, say they're 2 to 3 minutes late for the actual meeting, I call them from my direct cell phone, they can recognize that phone number and look at that text message to see who this actually is calling them. Because it has my name on it, if it's an unrecognized number, it's gonna say maybe Marcus Pagan. So it's not going to be come up as an unknown or come up as spam, or at least be able to pull some of my name out of that text message I had sent them to be able to do that. But one of the perks I love about Zoom, not only do you have it on your PC, your iPads, mobile, from a client standpoint, it's very easy to log into. One, they can call in. So you can do this, a call-in number with the meeting ID. But better yet, they're able to, if you're able to direct them to zoom.us, and go to the join a meeting tab, the same way that you would download it or join an actual meeting, just by giving them that ID number, it prompts the system to actually download onto their PC, so they're able to log into the actual chat. So I mean, I've had people that are 73 years old get onto a Zoom chat just from a few simple clicks of their mouse. So that's one of my personal favorites, why I like Zoom, just the ease of platform, be able to record the calls, have a fancy background just like this one. That is not a necessary thing. It's just, I already had it, might as well use it. But it's extremely user-friendly software. Jumping over to my other screen on the right-hand side, this one is going to have what I'm actually showing the actual client. So reason I do Zoom chats for mortgage protection appointments, it's more so just making them feel comfortable, being able to see me, I'm an actual person, versus through the phone call. I mean, it's hard enough to sell mortgage protection face-to-face, and we're not able to have that in-person interaction. It just makes it that much more difficult. But being able to have them see what I'm actually looking at, so I have my in-home process sheet on this guy, then I have also my leave behind form with all the different companies we work with, as well as use the AMAM memorial guide on the back of that thing. It kind of gives you some more credibility. It's able to go through the carriers that we actually get a chance to work with, create that bond and that whole rapport process, and start building that trust. Even though they're not with me, they're still seeing me do the same exact stuff I would do with them face to face. And then from there, I'm just really jumping into the actual presentation, building the rapport, going through my actual spiel about the whole process, A to Z. It's no different than what I'm doing face to face. And then one extra little piece that I like to do is once I get to it's time to start filling out this actual form, I end up switching over to my iPad, and you're able to do a screen mirror from Zoom directly. And the reason I do this, as this is switching over for you, it allows me to write on this in real time. So they're able to see me write down the actual figures, go through the same exact process I did, start to finish, and really see what is going on and follow along with what I'm actually doing. So as much as I'm talking and they're able to see me, they're also able to see exactly what I'm writing down, and it allows me to highlight certain key pieces. Like, for example, this morning when I sold that payment protection plan for 12 months, I mean, we were really shopping between $50,000 and then the $69, $70 a month, 12 months of house payments. But being able to show my screen and really hone in on the various differences made a huge difference versus me trying to do this. I've done something similar via just a phone call. The woman didn't have any type of PC, couldn't log in. We just did straight via a phone call, and it got lost in translation. I mean, there wasn't really a context behind it. Wasn't really there for her to actually follow me and kind of track along. As much as I explained it 2 or 3 different ways, it still didn't resonate. So, going one step further, making sure you have the right setup, because it doesn't have to be exactly this, but having at least an extra screen, a good quality webcam, and some type of good quality headset will make the world of difference while talking to people, whether it be on the MP Zoom setup or even on a telesales setup, to give yourself flexibility to run Best Plan Pro on a separate screen, have your underwriting guides up, having the flow chart of how the processes work for each of those telesales companies. It's been a real game changer for me. I was strictly just a laptop person, and then this is always something I wanted to kind of gravitate towards, is kind of being the work from home or doing some more of the filing expense for Medicare from home. Having these multiple screens has definitely been beneficial to me. So just be able to, one, keep things on track and focus without having it all cluttered underneath tabs. It just makes it a little bit cleaner interface to work with. So I said, it's definitely there for the taking. I mean, the time is now. This time in transition, it's new to everyone. A lot of us are jumping through the learning curve, and it's up to you to determine what side of the learning curve you want to be on. As John Maxwell put it, you want to fail forward. And this is a great time to just go mess it up. I mean, we have a wonderful group of owners that poured a lot of tireless effort into each and every one of us to put together a CRM with a free lead platform to get people started, get people's feet wet, and still allow people to still take care and serve their actual families. So if you're not taking full advantage of it, you're missing the boat quite frankly. So definitely you want to take full advantage of that and really just dive in. You have nothing to lose. I mean, the only other option besides trying to work or trying to go serve families is what, watching Netflix? I mean, the choice is yours. But the one piece of advice I want to give to everyone that's jumping into the telesales world or the virtual world of selling insurance, the one tip and the one advice I always give all of my agents, create habit, create routine, but it all starts with getting dressed every single day. As much as, yes, we're not on most people aren't going to be on camera, but if you're not, just go get dressed. Put on a nice polo, put on some shorts, I'm wearing jeans now. I mean, it's just get dressed, get ready for the actual day. It helps you wake up, helps you feel a little bit better, and it gets kind of the blood flowing. So when I walk in here, it's just like I'm walking out to the car, about to go drive to someone's house. It's no different mindset. So I mean, getting ready and being presentable on my end of it, especially works well, but it's more so those little victories, those little things that I think they were on the podcast with Pete and Adam. I mean, the Dropping Bombs podcast, just making your bed, brush your teeth, those little things, those little victories, they help create the foundation for your actual day to be a successful, great day. So get dressed, get ready, get things moving, and just have a routine that you're going to keep following day in and day out, and it makes the world of difference. But those are my little tips for today. Like I said, how am I selling NP virtually? Like I said, it's having the beauty of having an appointment setter, setting up appointments. Then I go in and I get them emails with the Zoom login, and I send them a text message, and we get them to show up. That's honestly the hardest part. So the one caveat too about the whole virtual sales, said it is a different process. I find myself, instead of closing 60 to 72% of my sales, I'm closing about 25 to 30%. That's a huge difference, but it's a lot more to think about. You can't be the bulldog, hard-nosed, take it or leave it closer, because they can just shut the computer and they'll just be done with you, or they'll just hang up the phone. So you got to caress the client a little bit more, go through a little bit more hoops. I'm not saying you don't try to close them, but the hard close usually doesn't work on this actual platform. And you got to be prepared to send out brochures, quotes, emails. It's definitely a lot more service work than just the one-stop shop. Here's what you get, and then keep things moving. So it's a little bit different beast for a lot of agents, for sure. Just cope with it, and just be very thorough. I found the most success by being very thorough, explaining things in a slow manner to where they're able to follow along, asking a ton of follow-up questions. Does that make sense? Are you tracking with me? Just keeping the client engaged throughout the whole entire process, so you don't feel like you're talking at them, you're talking with them. And that's usually what works out the best for me on my end of it. So until then, any questions, feel free to drop inside the comments below. I'll post this on my YouTube channel as well as on Innovative and Friends Facebook. But until then, guys, take care, have an awesome weekend, and keep your hands clean.